Good evening, Tiz. How are you today? Wonderful to see you. And I'm a little bamboozled right now. I had 21 followers the last time I looked, and now I'm at 34. Not exactly sure how that happened, but I'm happy nonetheless. Welcome all you wonderful followers. Grand to have you here. So, we ended up having a little bit of a change in plans today. We were going to be playing Outer Wilds, and apparently my save that I had prior disappeared. It no longer exists. And I tried to check it out and see what was going on, but the controls were also majorly messed up. So, I just happened to have another game already prepped and ready to go. It is Nancy Drew and the Tomb of the Lost Queen. And anyone who knows me, any of my good friends at least, they know that I am the biggest Egypt nerd. I have loved Egypt since I was a wee child. And, I don't know, even my bestie probably wouldn't know this, actually, now that I think about it, because I managed to keep my nerd pretty well under wraps. But, I've always nourished a deep love for Egypt and its very rich history. I'm really into the myths and legends that came out of it. I mean, which one? How many of us got deep into that when we were in, middle school, elementary school? It's magical, isn't it? But anyways, I figured I'd check out my two great loves from my childhood. And so that's where we are now. We will get into that in about 5 minutes. So Tiz, what do you think of my music? Do you like it? Not gonna lie, I am trying my best to dance very calmly in my seat. Oh, okay. I think I figured out where I got those multiple followers from. That's what happened. I made a post on one of my Discord servers saying, hey, if you don't follow me already, I'm pretty awesome, you should follow me. And apparently they followed my advice. Well, that's good to see. I recognize quite a few of these names. Comb Stranger, DC Bueller, J Rain, and S Harriet. I recognize them all from the SGF Discord. So, very lovely to have them here. Yes, networking. Absolutely. Ooh, so something came in the mail a while back that I was really happy about. My brand new white corset arrived in the mail, and I am wearing it right now. And it's actually pretty nice. It's forcing me to keep good posture, but it's not forcing it in a bad way. I've been wearing it for about 2 hours now, maybe 1 hour, and I don't feel short of breath. I am completely laced in and not tight-laced. It's not too uncomfy. I mean, if I try to slouch, then it becomes uncomfy, but if I just sit up straight and proper posture, it holds you there. And it's quite nice. It's never been really comfy for me to be in whatever proper posture is supposed to be, but this basically, it's like sinking into a chair or a framework. And it's just really nice because it's not, yes, make bad posture less comfortable than proper, but it's got panels like over my hips, and that's where the weight goes when I slouch into my corset. It's like pressing on my hips rather than anywhere else. But it's nice. And I like it. I can draw a reasonably deep breath, so. God, this music is making me want to dance so bad. Why did I put this on? I miss dancing. Anyways, I've got the game pretty much set up. I luckily made a card, like a title card, for this game earlier today. I was going through because I'm doing a demo month. I'm taking a break from Dreamfall series, and so we'll start back up with Dreamfall chapters in March. But for the month of February, about 12 streams or so, I am going to play whatever the heck I want. And I'm just going to try a whole bunch of new stuff. I will take suggestions, but I want to see what else is out there other than, point-and-click adventure games. Because I'm getting a little bored. So I figured I might as well try out some new stuff. Alright, well, it is 6 o'clock, so let's get on over into the game. Okay. Dare to play. Come on, game, work. Oh, come on. You were working just 2 seconds ago. There we go. Da-da-da-da. I fixed it. Alright, can you hear the audio just fine? Alright, give me one second. I realized I did not make a tweet that some video games might be played. Sorry, SGF, I'm taking a leaf out of your book. Okay. I'm going to do that real quick.
I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian pattern is hard to beat. My lady on me.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was making sure that my games worked and I didn't do my networking. I am remiss. Alright. I believe I've got that done most everywhere I need to. I'm just gonna shoot it to one more person. Alright, sorry for that. Okay. We're good to go. New game. Here we go. And we're gonna go with Amateur Sleuth because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I've barely gone in there. Hi, Frez. Good to see you.
60 years ago, a violent sandstorm uncovered an ancient tomb in the desert outside Cairo.
Hey, if you haven't followed me already, make sure to
A
hit
British
that like and
expedition
subscribe.
in hope of finally finding Egypt's legendary lost queen. The expedition never returned. The explorers were lost, presumed dead.
Oh no.
For 60 years, the grisly tale of the cursed team remained the only proof of the tomb's existence.
Present day, 100 kilometers outside of Cairo. Oh no, sandstorm!
John, are you okay?
Oh no, someone's hurt.
Don't move. Help is on the way.
Nancy, what have I missed?
A lot, actually. The crew left
Sudden
after
phone
the
call.
storm. They kept talking about the old team that disappeared, and then they were gone. Oh, who cares? I'm just glad you're okay.
About that...
What?
The docs here say there's reason to believe I was attacked. Nancy, you're the
He was
only one I can
attacked.
trust now. I need you to be my eyes and ears until I can get out of here.
But I just came here to job shadow you. Are you sure? Will you be coming back?
As soon as they release me. Until then, keep me updated on what you're seeing. I've got some notes in my bunk area. Get caught up to speed. Keep everything you find between you and me. The less you seem to know, the safer you'll be.
Got it. I'll see if I can prove whose tomb this is and find out who attacked you.
Okay.
Bye.
Catch you later.
Alright, well, let's see what we can do. We can look around. And we're in a tent. I think I know what this is. This is, Draughts, I
bet
think?
someone would play this game with me.
It's an old, game that Egyptians used to play, because of course it is. Let's see.
I bet someone would play this game with me.
Don't sound too desperate, Nancy. Is this ours? Lost Queens of Egypt. Dear Mandy. You were so... Who's Mandy, I wonder? You were so keen on my book about Marie Antoinette. Hope you enjoy my latest work about these magnificent, women. If you ever like to learn more about them, I do love to talk about them. Beatrice Hotchkiss. Okay, so you've got Hatshepsut. She's the one I know. Okay, that's one of them. Hatshepsut is probably the most likely, I think, to be the one that we're talking about. It's mainly because, I'm gonna do this without reading the book because I know this shit. So the heir, I'm pretty sure Thutmose the Third is her younger brother, and so she and her husband ruled Egypt. Thutmose the Second. Okay, I think this is actually inaccurate. I look at this. She wasn't married to Thutmose. Thutmose was her dad, and she and Thutmose III were siblings. And again, with sibling. Anyways, so she ruled as regent for a time, and then Thutmose III ended up overthrowing her, and he wiped her name out of existence practically. Tried his best to remove her name from everything he could, but we still managed to find her somehow. So she is big stuff. TA, I don't remember that queen. Wife of Amenhotep. Nefertiti. I know about Nefertiti. Yeah, she and her husband Akhenaten, they tried to go to a monotheistic, however you say that. Troubles with English right now. They tried to go to one god rather than the multiple gods. Egypt kind of rebelled and didn't like that. They were the parents of Tutankhamun, and she was also kind of tried to be wiped out of existence. Nefertari. Don't remember that one. Obviously Cleopatra is legendary. Okay. Well, good that we have a reference book on that. Nope, I don't want to look at that again. Let's look in here. Hey!
Great!
More
I could
hieroglyphs.
use this to translate the hieroglyphs.
Okay. Ooh, chocolate, yes. how to read hieroglyphs. That's good. I'm probably gonna nerd out about that later. That must be what we look like. Or that could be our friends, Beth and Alex, I think. It's been so long since I read Nancy Drew. Yeah, I think it's Beth and Alex. Beth was the brown-haired one, and Alex was the redhead, the one without a soul. Anything in here? No. Anything?
Stay out of there!
Hello? I heard a voice.
Whoa, you cannot go back there. Hi, Nancy. Professor Boyle is gone, and I have to say this to keep things from getting awkward, but look, I'm assuming authority in the time being.
Are you sure everyone here agrees to that?
I just meant the American team,
Hi, person.
which is just you.
Okay, I can take care of myself, bitch.
I can take care of myself.
I'm sure you can, but can you take care of a site that's thousands of years old? I'll
I
answer
think
that
you've
for you.
got a
No,
Norse
you cannot.
Is that necessary?
necklace,
Do we
I
really
think.
need someone in charge?
Yes, it is, but it shouldn't affect you all that much. I'm not going to go on a power trip or anything crazy. Trust me.
Okay,
I just don't want the site to fall into chaos. I'm working entirely out of Professor Boyle's playbook.
Did you see what happened to Professor Boyle?
I couldn't see a thing. I couldn't keep my eyes open for a second.
What's the board game in the middle of the room?
Senate! You've got to try it out.
Senate.
It's one of the first games humans ever played. You've got to try it. The goal is to get all of your pieces off the board first. When a token reaches the last square, it's removed from the board. To move, throw the sticks. The number of light sticks determines how many spaces you move. If all 4 sticks are dark, then you get to move 5 squares.
I wasn't listening at all.
I threw a 2. What does that mean?
You can move any of your tokens to either an empty square or a square occupied by your opponent.
I guess I'm the pointy things?
Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that.
If you throw a 1, 4, or 5, move a token and then throw the sticks again. If no moves are available, the player skips their turn. I've rolled a 3, so I'll move my token 3 spaces. If you land on an opponent, you swap places, sending your opponent's token back to your token starting position. If an opponent has 2 or more tokens in adjacent squares, then they've created a block. You can't swap places with a token in a block, but you can move over it. There are 5 special squares on the board.
Oh my god, I'm so
each with their own
overwhelmed.
name and design. The square with the ankh is a safe square, and the token on this square can't be swapped. All tokens must stop on the square with the bird, even if the throw would have moved them past it. They can
Lily,
move
that's too
past
much
it on their next
information.
turn.
Stop!
Landing on the square with the water sends that token back to the square with the ankh. The last 2 are safe squares, so tokens can't be swapped. Let's
I'm
start a game.
retaining
You can go
none
first.
of this. I retained literally none. Can I leave? Okay, thank God. What the fuck?
Hello.
Let's see. I can ask her 3 things.
I'm looking for Professor Boyle's notes.
His notes are off limits.
He wants me to have them. Call him if you don't believe me.
I will. Trust me.
Did you know Professor Boyle was attacked? At least that's what the doctors think.
Who told you that?
He did.
Don't worry. He's probably just all turned around from the injury. There's nothing to worry about here.
Yeah, the game is getting a little bit cropped because I can't seem to get it to go back in. Like it So what you're not seeing is basically the tool board, and that's just like my phone and whatever I have in my inventory, my tasks, my journal. And when I tried to resize it, it wasn't doing what I wanted. So I decided to just kind of leave it alone.
I'll catch you later.
See you.
Is there anything I can see in your bunk?
Weren't you just here?
I guess.
I'd better get going.
Bye.
Okay, so nothing I can snoop on her stuff. Is there anything else? Apparently not. Who's in the voice cast? Oh, there's another side to this. Whoops. Okay, so let's see. Tasks. Find a way to snoop Lily and Abdullah's bunks. Play the board game in the oh, fuck, I gotta do that. Okay. See who else stuck around after the storm hit. Find the burial chamber. Find the notes and explore the main tent. Who's Lanny Manila? I'm not familiar with that name. Oh, suspects. Lily claims to be in charge. Okay. Is there anything on these shelves? Yeah. Oh, that would explain why I'm not familiar. I don't play Soul Calibur or any of that. So, my apologies. Okay, so it looks like we can go over there and back behind, which no. Let's go over there, see what we can see. Anything? Oh. I know, I'm the worst, aren't I? Let's go over here and see what's... Ah! I love it! Oh, it's so pretty! Who does? Nancy Drew or... Oh, Ivy, right. Sorry, I'm just nerding out right now. Oh my god. I love all of this.
There's another door up there. I need to find a way to climb up to that ledge.
I would give everything I could to be an Egyptologist. I just never had the opportunity somehow. Oh, shovel. I can use that. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything around here that I can pick up other than the shovel. Thank you, dear. Husband has just delivered hydration, so that's good. Oh my god. This. All these cartographs look like cell phones, and it's kind of funny. Did I see my magnifying glass light up? No. Guess who's immediately getting lost? Wait, was that a light up? Oh! No, that wasn't a light up. Oh, hello. There's a person.
Ah, you are still here, darling.
You don't get to call
you
me
can
darling.
drag me away. But if you don't mind, I prefer Nancy.
I prefer the distinguished Dr. Raccoon. It appears neither of us is going to get what we want. So I must know, are you very brave or just very stupid?
Oh, I'm not afraid of a curse, if that's what you're getting at.
Curse.
It is, but you still haven't answered my question.
I'm brave.
Oh, I'm very brave.
This is something the truly brave never say.
What's going to happen now that there's been a major injury?
Usually it means we are going to be shut down, so now we work fast.
What do you think about Professor Boyle?
He's lucky to be alive. It's a good thing professors have such thick skulls.
Did you two get along?
Get along? I know him. I respect his work.
Were you okay with Professor Boyle working the site with you?
No.
Why not?
When you are the best, like I am the best, no one else can ever help. No, they only get in your way.
But Professor Boyle is one of the best archaeologists working today. He wouldn't be getting in your way.
One of the best? Pfft, I am the best. That's why this site is mine.
What are you working on?
This mural here, there is something very important hidden in this wall. I don't know if I can decode it in time.
Can
That's
I
gonna
give it
be
a shot?
Decoding
No,
problem.
you want to try the other mural up top? Yeah, sure.
I need a few tips for reading the hieroglyphs.
A few tips? Yes, that's how I learned to read hieroglyphs. At first, they were inscrutable and mysterious, but then I got some tips. Just go look in your books.
Man, what an asshole.
Have you made progress? Did you find anything to say whose tomb this is?
I wish I could say we found the lost queen,
Which
but I
one?
don't know for sure yet. The answer is here. We may find the mummy, but if we do not crack this before they come to shut us down, we may never know who we have found.
Do you have any idea what that inscription means?
Look at the hieroglyphs. They are not supposed to be riddles, and I still grappled with them, sometimes for years. The actual riddles, forget it. That's why I am here, staring at this wall. I cannot think if I am not working.
I can't tell if this guy's supposed to be Italian or Egyptian. Because he keeps on doing the Italian, like, hand movement.
What do you know about Lily?
I've seen many like her.
What does that mean?
Ambitious, young, smart. The ones like that, they achieve. Or they flame out in a big...
That seems dramatic.
The world moves on the back of dramatic lives. I do not think this is a good thing. Lily, she is like a spinning top. She stands straight, but the slightest nudge, she will go ping, flying off in a crazy direction. I do not trust her.
Then why did you choose her to be part of the dig?
Someone I fully trust would never be able to surprise me.
Don't understand why you'd want Lily to work with
I
you.
still don't understand why you would want Lily to work with you.
She is smart, and her downfall is being too ambitious. She is so much like me, I'd be a hypocrite to not like her.
Professor Boyle was supposedly injured by a lightning strike, but the medical reports state that he was struck in the head with a blunt instrument.
No, that can't be.
That's what he said.
This is serious.
I know. Someone attacked him.
Do not be so hasty. We don't know what happened. But it's best you be careful anyway.
I think Professor Boyle was attacked.
Do you have any evidence?
No, it's just a guess. If I'm wrong and it's an accident, then no harm done. If I just assume it was an accident and let his attacker get away with it, who knows who will get hurt next?
You are very shrewd.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I bet I could translate that.
Oh boy.
My dictionary could help translate that. Never enter where?
something there too. Let it be found inscribed on the tablet. As to any who do not know the spell, he shall never enter. Interesting. It's kind of cool that we can use the dictionary to just do it. Is there... Okay, so I guess I can't... Is there anything else? No, it only lights up the magnifying glass with these, sadly. Excuse me. Let's go this way, straight forward. Nope, nope, nope. Anything? Yep. Okay, I guess we can only really go forward. Oh, hello.
It's stuck.
So it's something that's stuck. It's probably something that I can push or pull, maybe. Anything else? Wait, where was that hand? It's just there. Okay, what's with the stingy music? Huh? I don't know. How do we get in there? It's frustrating. Hiya, hobbits. So we go in here. I don't think I checked this one out. Oh, hello.
Crazy. That jackal symbol is at the beginning and end of this passage. There must be something special about it.
Oh my. Oh boy. So these are all the same. Maybe they're F? Oh, that's cool. I want to read the dictionary. Why can't I read the dictionary? What did she say? Observations. It won't translate sections that begin and end with that jackal. Professor Hotchkiss. So I need to go get that book, maybe? I know. Okay, well, let's just keep on wandering then. Oh,
It looks
hello.
like the red scarab is missing.
Red scarab. So, what am I supposed to... Okay. So the red scarab is missing. I need to find a red scarab somewhere. Potentially. Hello.
I bet I could translate that.
I bet so. In the coming forth of my soul to walk about every place it pleaseth. No.
I need to see if I can find something that will help me solve this.
Interesting. So I'm just trying to get all of these. Oh, I wonder. I assume that it's trying to make all of these blue. So I don't know if it's matching those. The trick is? What trick? Okay, so this fourth one doesn't move at all. Each column can only be one? So, vertically, you think? Oh! Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense. Okay, so this one doesn't move, so that means this bird needs to be here. That can be there. That can be there. What can be here? That messes up that, though. Man, it's so close. Yeah, that one makes us super close. That and that. The one thing, or sorry, two things that are messing up is this. Ha!
That's it! Now if I only knew what it meant.
It means open sesame. Thanks, Tiz.
It's still sealed. Oops.
Oopsies.
It's too dark. I need to find something to light the way.
Do I have a phone or flashlight on here?
This is not the best place to make a call.
Where's my flash? Okay, that freaked me out. I'm out. I'm out. I heard whispering and I'm out. Nope, 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 nope. No thank you, Miss Mummy. Should I tell him?
Yes?
Is it strange that some of the hieroglyphs don't make sense?
There is a saying, if a lion could speak, we would not understand him. So let's say one day, magically, poof, a very smart lion learns to speak the king's English. How he understands the world is so radically different that even though you understand the words he spoke, you could never understand what he was trying to say.
Is that how you think of the ancient Egyptians?
Yes, now let me show you why I am the best archaeologist in the world in one simple step.
One simple step. I'm gonna be sassy, because that's who I am.
Well, then won't I be able to become the best archaeologist in the world?
No, I am Ramses
Oh,
the
shot
Second.
down. I thought you looked familiar.
I thought you looked familiar.
Please, I am much more handsome than he was. Now pay attention. I, Ramses the Second, I look at my kingdom. Look at it with me. Be Ramses with me. Come now, survey the kingdom. We are kings. Look at the sands. They part
I'm a
in the most
queen.
elegant tribute to our majesty. Listen to the river. You are not doing it.
Sorry, I'll try harder.
Good. Listen to the river. That is better. The birds of prey and even the deadly serpents bow before us. They look to us as if we were the sun. And remember, we are Ramses. We are the sun, most favored by Ra, sun god. The heartbeat of this world is for us alone. Looking at all of this, what do you want?
What could I possibly want?
Exactly. Now tell me, what are you afraid of?
I guess losing what I have.
Yes, you are thinking like a pharaoh. Now tell me, how could you lose what you have?
I can't lose anything. I'm the pharaoh.
Wrong. You can and you will. You will die, Ramses II. You will be gone and forgotten.
Okay, but how does all of this lead to the lost queen?
For thousands of years, the lion spoke and no one understood. But understand the fear and you understand the man.
Okay.
What do you think of this tomb?
What are you getting at?
It's amazing! The amount of detail, the size. Well, someone really important must be buried here.
After 5,000 years of recorded history, that could be said about every hole in the ground.
But that's what you think, isn't it?
I don't leave the house for anything less than amazing.
So it's safe to assume this is going to be a major find?
You tell me.
Who do you think is buried here?
No, I do not guess.
Who are you hoping to find here?
Who does everyone want to find? The lost queen,
Who is that?
Nefertari.
Oh,
Why
that's
is
what
she
her looking
lost?
for.
Over 100 years ago, they found her tomb, the most magnificent of its kind. But when they opened the tomb, do you know what they found?
Nothing?
They found 2 kneecaps. The queen was nowhere to be found.
Plus your kneecap.
Why's that?
Nobody knows. I say she was never there to begin with.
Do you have proof?
No. The people who had proof have been dead 100 times longer than they were ever alive. So they're not talking. We have to learn to think like they did. But it's not easy. Anyone who says different lies or is stupid.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I guess you don't have a, something that I can, look around with? Where is a flashlight when I need one? Yeah, that was a little more productive. Let's go back upstairs. Let's go back in here. So we're looking at Nefertari is who he's hoping we find. Nefertari was married to Ramses II. She was the first and most beloved. She and Queen Taye were the only queens to be deified while they were still alive. A small temple at Abu Simbel was built to honor her and the goddess Hathor. Statues of Nefertari are the same height as those of Ramses, indicating her high status. There was a tomb built for her in the Valley of the Queens. It's one of the most preserved then, and it was already raided. Okay. Can I take this thing? Nope. I want to take the lantern. Of course you don't want to take the lantern. Rude. Let's see. What are the tasks? Explore the main room. Explore the tunnels. Find a way to snoop Abdullah's bunks. Board game. See who else. Okay, well. Fine, I'll play this in some mobile game.
That's cold, Lily. Walk it off, Drew.
I'm sending you back.
Honestly, I don't understand what I'm doing. See you later, Phrase, however you say that. Yeah, I'm literally just clicking. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm trying... Oh, okay. I think I got it.
Can't do that.
No fair!
I did. I think I'm trying to get all of my characters off the board. I think that's what I'm trying to do. There we go.
Walk it off, Drew.
Okay, so we're even right now. This is a lot more involved than I thought it was.
Hey!
Maybe so.
No fair!
Ha.
Walk it off, Drew.
What?
no fair!
Only got one more. This is intense shit.
Look out! That's cold, Lily.
Back to where you came from.
Hey!
What?
Your turn. I'm stuck.
Damn it. Oh no! No! No, she's gonna.
You don't win because I win.
Did that.
Yeah, I did.
Can't check that off yet. Haven't done that. Did that. Can't check that. Haven't done. Did that. Can't check that off. Still have to do. Haven't done that.
Okay, I didn't realize I could check this stuff off. That's cool. I don't know why it doesn't say, look for a light. Find and replace the missing scarab, explore the tunnels, snoop, find the burial chamber, and find the notes.
Hi, Nancy.
What do you think of Abdullah?
Say what you want about how he behaves. He's earned it.
What makes you so
What
sure?
makes you so sure of that?
I've studied his career. He's a bit of a jerk, but let's face it, when you think of archaeology, you think of him. He's the best. A decade of dedicated study.
Okay, I guess you have a point.
Thanks. It just bothers me when people are critical of him. He's
Fangirl.
sort of a hero of mine.
I'll let you go.
See you.
Oh. Okay. So I don't know who this stuff is. But it's a letter of recommendation about us. I'm writing to recommend Nancy Drew. Hi, Kasakia. I am confident that you would be as pleased with Nancy's work as we were. Blah blah blah. Franklin Rose. Ooh, light. Yes, I need that. Who's JB? John Boyle. Ooh. As a result, the same phrase can often be represented with different hieroglyphs. Son indicates end of the name. Ray is with his strong arm for real daughter. Brother uses to translate with his strong arm, possibly with his right arm, etc. Blah blah blah. Kasakia, I could not take the cream. I'm sorry. Wonder they're not making any sense. Ooh, we've got Codebreaker here. Good. Royal female presence.
Part of John's notes are missing. That doesn't seem right.
Tomb within, sealed behind her titles. Acknowledge them fully with no gaps from left to right, and it shall be open to the according there too. Let it be another clue. Interesting. Anything else? That will definitely help a lot. Was that? No. It wasn't that one. It was that one.
Stay out of there!
Oh, shut up, Lily. I don't think it was...
Still have to do that.
Can't do it with Lily there. Let's go back. Oh, wait. Have we been over here? We haven't been over here. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, that's pretty much it. The Drankmobile, yes. Is there anything I can take? No. Okay. Actually, on that note, it is 7 o'clock. And I think that's a good place to take a break for a little bit. Okay. So what'd you think so far? I've been enjoying it. It's not too hard. It's been a while since I've done a Nancy Drew game, but I did realize that I did kind of fall back into the whole thing of, hey, this is a point-and-click adventure game. I was doing the demo month to get away from them, and I just went right back to them. Oh well. Not my fault. Outer Wilds broke on me. Oh well. Is that better? Man, I really want to dance to this. What's that? Okay. Still think it's kind of funny and kind of awesome that all I did... What the hey? I got another follower? Who followed me? Who else followed me? My lord. Large triangle shadow. What? Ah! The raccoon game. Hey, Fake Jade! How do I set follow notification? Tiz, I don't know how to do this stuff. How do I do that? Hi, Fake Jade. I hope you enjoy. We've been having fun with Egyptians and stuff like that. Tiz will figure that out after the stream, probably. So that I don't get too over the top with everything. Make my stuff next level. Alright. That's a promise, I'll hold you to it. You were watching the board game? Did you join before the board game or just during the board game? Because we managed to find a door that was still sealed. And we almost made it inside, and I heard whispers, and I'm like, yo, I'm not playing Phasmophobia until Saturday, so I'm out. I ain't here for that spooky shit. I'm here for mummies, but I ain't here for that whispering shit. Yeah, I have no idea how Senate works. I was just pressing buttons. I made it look good though, right? I hope. I also love how Nancy is the sassiest woman ever. Like, Nancy Drew has always been one of my absolute idols because she's, you know, she's a woman, she's out there, she's in everyone's face. She's not a Karen, but she'll tell you where it's at, and she has no qualms about getting up in your face and telling you exactly what she thinks. And I love that. Get started back to the game in just a couple minutes. I'm gonna grab a drink real fast. Also, Fake Jade, thank you for the follow! Love ya, you're great. So, for the people who are watching, Kazukiya, Tiz, Fake Jade, all you lovely people, would this be a game that you would want to see a full playthrough of later down the road? Because that is something that I am considering. What I'm going to be doing with this demo month is I am trying new things, but I'm just basically throwing a bunch of shit at the wall and see what sticks for me. See what I like. Because when I first started streaming, I knew I wanted to stream the Dreamfall series, but I never really made a plan for what I wanted to do after that. And yeah, Dreamfall Chapters is like a 24-hour long game of gameplay, but also that's only going to take a month or two, so not that much. But I was thinking I do have a bunch of Nancy Drew that I could play. I do have the entire Sherlock Holmes, so we could try that out. And I've just got a lot of different stuff that I can try. So we'll be trying something new every every Tuesday and Thursday is going to be new. Saturdays are going to probably still be either Phasmophobia or Among Us. I haven't done Among Us in a couple months, so I think I might go back to that in a bit. But this Saturday is going to be Phasmophobia. So, and we're going to have one of my favorite people playing for the first time. Lilotov Spocktail is going to be there, and I'm really excited for him to be there. And we also have Nauseam and French 45 joining us again. So it's going to be a great time, it's going to be fun, and who knows, maybe we'll survive the entire game this time. Though personally, I think the deaths are pretty funny. So hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. I'm gonna get us transferred on back over to the game now. All right. So, let's get on back into the tomb. Now that we have a light, let's make sure that we can actually use it. That's not where I wanted to go. Was it that way? I think it was. It was one of these tunnels. Yes. Yeah, there it was.
There's not much fuel. I'd better say it's too dark. I need to find something to light the way.
Okay. I know the inscription was around there somewhere. These tiles are interesting. Oop, hold on. Nope. Okay. We cannot translate that, apparently. Oh, yeah.
My dictionary could help translate that.
Yeah, we already translated that. We're going in circles now. I think it was... So we need to be able to light something on fire. Have we seen any torches? I didn't think we had. Oops. Well, now that I know that I need to look for something to set on fire, kind of. Do we remember where that other... There was that... There it is. Okay, so that's A, that's F, and that's N. Haha! It auto-filled it in for us.
Did that. Did that.
So I did find his notes. Good.
Haven't done that. Still have to do. Can't check that off. Haven't done that.
Okay. So that's N. That could be A or I. No, A's already taken, so... I? That's probably O. Of, in... Where do you see and? Is it this one? The bird? Okay, so... Of... The cat seems to be a lot of places. Stop with the stinging music, please. Lord. Maybe this is S and T because slug, maybe? Stain. That makes stain show up a couple of times. Don't know what that could be. Wait, I think I've seen that before. You don't know if the S and T are correct? What else could it be? The... What are other two-letter words that don't use vowels? Because that's a two-letter. I still think this is S. That could be M. I am. Do we have E yet? You're right. I am. That can't be immortal. Because the rabbit is O. I think. I wonder if the C would be, if this would be cat. No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe this and this would be plane? P and then L? Plane of... No, that doesn't make sense. Oops. Stuff needs to stop crumbling behind me. What if this is L? That would make Nile. And this could be T? Whoa. That actually made a lot. Okay. Do we have H yet? The? Okay. In the something train? Horace? Let the something as end, or the four of Horus. Hither? Where? Hither? I am the air that something, the Nile. Up? Yeah, here we go. Oh, hither. Yeah. Come. Something in the train of Horus and let the steps ascend. We are the four of Horus. I am the air that sweeps up the Nile. I am the hunter who faces... Come ye? Okay, stop giving me hints! I am the hunter who faces... to... I already have S. I'm kidding, come back! I am the cry that soars up toward the setting.
Looks like I need to find out who the four sons of Horus were.
Okay, come ye hither gods in the train of Horus and let the steps ascend. We are the Four of Horus. I am the air that sweeps up the Nile. I am the hunter who faces to greet the new day. I am Inseti, protector of the south. I am the cry that soars towards the setting sun. Together we, the gods in the train of Horus, guard the corners. Alright, well, good job. We did it. I wonder what's his face has to think about that. Oop, nope. Wrong way. There he is.
Yes?
Yes, we're going to bother him every single
I
time.
translated the hieroglyphs.
Beginner's luck.
Well, fine, bitch.
I'd better get going.
Goodbye.
Yeesh. Oh, I can go up.
I bet I could
forgot about
translate
that.
that.
Why can't I translate his shit? I want to translate his shit. Yeah, not as satisfying. I want to know how I get up there. Maybe it's... Looks like there's a ledge to the side. Maybe it's through here somewhere? Did we ever translate this one? I speak that I wish to be his mummy, it becometh strong. Okay. Oh, so I wrote that down. Cool. Was there anything else? That's, if I remember correctly, F. There's nothing else in this room that it looks like. Let's go over here. So I translated that. And I cannot translate that. Okay. I translated that. I did that. Is there anything else? Don't think so. Lots of birds.
It's too dark. I need to find something to light the way. There's not much fuel. I'd better save this for lighting things on fire.
I can't light his notes on fire. Damn it.
It's too dark. I need to find something to light the way.
So that's that. Is there any other... Oh wait, ladder? Can I take this? Whoa. No, okay. Is there any other... Oh, hello. No. Okay, I'm a little stuck. Any suggestions? Anything I've not tried yet? I'll check the tent, see if she is. There's gotta be something around here that I can set on fire. At least you'd think. Hydrate, don't dehydrate. Is there anything over here? No? Okay. There's no way I can go over there. They just stick from the fire pit. It's a good idea, but can I even get there? It won't let me... Come on! There's nothing I can click on here. That would seem to be the most obvious answer, is to take a stick from the fire pit. So I see your train of logic there. Wait a second, that's a tent that I normally go into. What's this one? I don't think I've been in this one. Is this... That's the same tent, isn't it? Damn it. Let's go in this one. Haha! Oh, so much stuff I haven't checked out yet. Ooh!
This
Map?
looks like a map of the site.
I'll take that, thank you. Anything else? Ooh.
My dictionary could help translate that.
Hell yes, it can. Judged as he by the ancestors of Ra. Wait, hold on. Didn't we see something like this? I'll take that. And that. And that. What the fuck? Aliens! Sure, I'll take that. Anything else I can look at? Nope. Okay. Ooh. It's a light! Sweet. Any other items? So we already looked at that. Let's look at the other side. Ooh! Amulets found. Goldfly, lapis. Wait, was there a red ankh or red scarab? There was a gold scarab found. Gold ankh, amethyst fish, emerald frog, a widget eye, obsidian jackal, hedgehog. Didn't know they had hedgehogs. Lapis lion, lapis hippo, carnelian monkey, gold lizard. Cool. Can I look at those? Oh, those must be all the scarabs. Apparently I can't take that. And I can't take any of that either. But good to know. Let's see what else.
I should try to piece the amulet back together.
Oh, crap. One of these. Okay. Oh, I can rotate. Okay. This looks like it fits there. Let's see. Round piece goes there. Probably goes there. Yeah, thank God. It's a cat, isn't it? I can already tell. No, that doesn't go there. There we go.
There's a piece missing. I wonder where the rest of the amulet pieces were found in the tomb.
Okay, so let's check tasks.
Haven't done that. Can't check that off yet. That's done. Still have to do that. Haven't done that.
Welcome, Lolotov. Great to see you. We are having a blast with Egyptian shit. I love Egyptian shit. Okay, so I guess I can't take that. So I'm gonna be looking for another piece of that. Anything else? So I guess I've got a flashlight now, so I can go back to that burial center. How do I get out of here? There we go. Oh, hey! Area I didn't see. Okay, broken pottery. Files. Wait. Oh, wow. Okay, so this must be a diagram, I guess. That's cute. Okay, that's it from there. Is there anything else? That looks like that's kind of it. Okay. Well, let's go back to... Wait, can we look at this? Come on. Oh well. Let's go back to the burial site with the flashlight. Wait. Can I translate this? Nope. Okay. Damn it. Which room was it? I can't remember if it was one of the side rooms. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Haha. Cower before my flashlight, bitches!
Wow.
What are you doing?
I think we found the tomb.
Goddamn! Hi, Lily.
I've got to see this myself.
Brilliant!
Who is that?
Who y'all bitches?
It's magnificent.
What is this? Look at the hieroglyphs. There is something very important here.
It's the curse.
Everyone, get out of here.
Oh, if I can just get this light to turn back on.
Now!
Okay, something happened.
Hello.
Do
Okay.
you think there's something to this curse?
I've studied curses, so look. Don't make me say it.
Say what?
Yes, I do. Even reading about curses gives me the creeps.
Why are you reading about curses if they give you the creeps?
I know, it's weird. It's like if I can learn everything about curses, then maybe they won't have any control over me. I can tell that you probably don't believe in curses, so please don't make fun of me.
How can you tell?
How can you tell I don't believe in curses?
Sorry, I'm just a bit worked up. I'm probably just being oversensitive. You're too calm. Do you know how effective curses are? They are deadly 76.42% of the time. You know what else has that fatality rating? Whitewater rafting with a hungry bear, who also has the bird flu and he's holding dynamite.
What?
What did you think about being there to finally open the tomb?
I don't know what to think. When I was near it, it just felt... No, it's stupid.
What?
Something was in that room with me. Whatever it wasn't human. At least not anymore. Don't go in there.
What's that book?
Curses of the World, the compendium of cruel curses and curious casualties. It does have a lot of C's.
That doesn't seem like light reading.
I was originally going to go into paleontology, but no, I changed my mind freshman year. Why did no one tell me about how creepy curses are when I switched majors? Dinosaurs were bad news back in the day, but now, totally safe. Mummies, on the other hand, I make poor life choices.
Curses aren't real. You'll be fine.
No more taunting the curse, at least not around me. I'm too young to die out here. I have things to do. I'm still in school. I haven't even started my life yet. I'm not tempting fate here, Nancy. I refuse.
Okay, I can respect that.
Wow.
See ya.
All right.
Bye.
So can I finally look at your chest? I guess not. Anything else? No. Amulets. Funerary amulets. That's mine.
of there!
Not likely. Okay, so we gotta get her out of the tent somehow. So this is the map. Yep. Okay, so let's go back again. But oh, hello.
Hello.
Who the
Not to
fuck
be
are you?
rude, but who are you? Why are you here?
I could ask the same of you, but I won't. I'm
You're
Dylan Carter, to answer the question
suspiciously
you
British.
didn't ask, but probably meant to.
I'm Nancy Drew.
Brilliant!
And probably
Well,
the love interest.
good chat. Mustn't keep you from your duties.
Why are you hanging out here outside instead of going into the tomb?
Why aren't you hanging out outside?
I have better things to do.
Oh, you do not. When you come to your senses, I'll still be here. You know why England tried to take over the world?
Boredom?
Because we've got everything you need. Except for the sun. You know why we stopped trying to take over the world?
Because everyone else got sick of it?
That
And their
they
ego?
did.
Is the real reason you're hanging out here because you're not cleared to actually go into the site?
I was hoping we'd be able to get over that little bump in the road before that cat got out.
What do you think of Abdullah?
He's got quite the ego. But I'm
Agreed.
sure he deserves it.
What makes you say that?
If he didn't, no one would put up with him. History's great pioneers always tend to be a bit prickly. Sure, he's a tyrant, but he's supposed to be the best in his field.
Do you think he is?
Who knows if it's true? He's either the best or the guy who says, "I'm the best, the loudest." Unfortunately, either one of those two things works equally well. You know, he's just on the edge.
What do you mean?
He's close to being known the world over. He must have gotten a glimpse of what that would be like. I wonder what he'd do to make it over that last hurdle.
What do you do exactly?
As a tour guide, I show the world to those who want to see it. It's the best job on the planet, next to lion tamer or astronaut.
Where do you give tours?
All throughout Egypt.
That sounds like a fantastic job, but why aren't you leading a tour now?
It's getting very competitive these days. I need every advantage I can get. That's why I'm here. To be perfectly on the level, I have to be.
Since you're a tour guide, can you give me any information about Egypt I might need to know?
Sure, here.
All right. Good to know.
Why are you so sure the public would want to tour this site?
Surely you've heard of the curse.
I have. Do you believe in it?
Of course I do.
But since you're here, you must not be worried about being cursed yourself.
I've been gloriously unlucky my whole life. I don't think a curse could make things much worse.
All right.
I'd better get going.
Hurry back now.
There were like 3 other people, if I remember. I know I saw like 3 people I didn't recognize. So I'm gonna check this tent, see if anyone's here. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. Okay, so there's only one missing. Bet you... nearly anything, she's probably down in there with, old fuckface.
Yes,
Do you know Dylan?
I know of him.
You do? So he has a reputation?
He is a very popular guide, for whatever that is worth. I do not like guides. They distort history and turn the other way, as sticky-fingered tourists steal every bit of Egypt they can find.
That seems a little harsh.
Not harsh enough. Every tourist thinks, what will it hurt? I'll just take one small piece of the pyramids. And they come, by the millions they come. And bit by bit they smuggle our history back in their luggage. They're worse than the museums.
Shit, alright.
Do you think international teams have stolen artifacts from Egypt?
No, I do not think. I know.
You don't seem very happy to have Dylan here.
Good. I'm glad you noticed. If this were my site, like it should be, he'd be out on the sand with his hat in his hand, trying to catch a ride back to Cairo. And he would never find one, because there is no street.
I better get going.
See you later.
I can't use that now.
He does have some opinions.
The flashlight isn't working. I better find something else to light the way.
Of course it's not. Well, she's not in here. Did we go down this way yet? There she is.
The sandstorm did not scare you away.
It'll take more than a little sandstorm to get me to leave.
Shh! Do not tempt the Anunnaki.
The what?
I should not have even spoken their name. Disregard that. I didn't mean to say Anunnaki. Oh, blast! I said it again, didn't I? I'm Jamila, by the way. But if anyone asks, you haven't seen me.
Why are
Hi,
you
Jamila.
here?
Well, I can't exactly be there, now can I? That would make no sense.
What?
What do you think of Abdullah?
Not much. He talks always like there is an audience near. But what audience would listen to such a tedious man? I say let him think he's in charge if it makes him happy.
You don't think he should be in charge?
I don't think he's capable of being in charge. He doesn't even believe in the Anunnaki.
What's the
What
Anunnaki?
do you think of Dylan?
The tour guide.
Yeah,
Did I have to have an opinion of him?
I guess not.
Oh, good. That's a relief.
I like this woman. I like her a lot.
Are you worried about the curse?
Who could be worried about a curse at a time like this?
A time like what?
The makers. The original architects. They're watching.
Who are you talking about?
Nancy, they can't hear you.
How do you know my name?
You do not have to pretend.
I'm not pretending. What are you talking about?
How could you not know? This is the cradle of civilization.
Right?
Here we were born. And like all infants, this is where we were taught.
Taught what?
To be human. We didn't just figure that out. But for millennia we lived in caves, terrified of the very earth, of fire and wind and lightning. We cowered and dug down into the earth. But one thing of all humans, we are curious. One night, our ancestors saw the sky catch fire, and the brave ones left their caves and walked into the light. And there they met the teachers.
The
I
Anunnaki?
don't follow.
They brought us to the next level of consciousness, and in return we built them the
So
pyramids.
aliens.
I'm not so sure I agree with you on this one. If aliens built the pyramids, why were human leaders buried inside?
They were not just rulers on Earth. They were the chosen, the favorite of the Anunnaki.
If we built the pyramids for the aliens, why did they all just leave?
Oh, they didn't leave. They're all around us. Do you want me to call them?
No.
Oh, well, that's a shame. They're an amazing sight. They're slender and tall and have the most gorgeous, glowing, luminescent fangs.
Okay.
When did you become so interested in aliens?
Sunny June. Are you alien or out course? Changed my life. Did you know that aliens were there at every major human milestone, with the exception of the moon landing?
All right, I'll bite. Why?
Because it was a rude thing to do, and they wanted no part of it.
It was rude.
Who is Sunny June? I've seen his name everywhere, but we've never met.
I can't explain it all to you, not now. He's special. He's met them.
Met whom?
You don't make this easy, do you?
To be fair, neither do you.
True. The Anunnaki. He's spoken to them. He knows that they're on their way.
I'm still not a believer.
But look around! This temple is proof. There is no way all of this could have been built without their help.
All those things seem like human accomplishments to me.
As they were designed to look. But I had hoped that you could see the strings, and not just the puppet.
See ya!
Until later.
Okay.
Haven't done that. Did that.
I think she's a few nuts short of a barrel.
Check. Can't check that off. Haven't done that. Can't check that off yet.
Okay. I guess I can't use that there. Yep, she believes in aliens. Apparently I can't put that there because it's not the right panel.
This is approximately where
whoa.
the other amulet pieces were found. I need to find the right tool to clear this away.
Good thing I've got a shovel. Hey! Sweet. I guess I haven't found everything. Well, I didn't find everything. Hold on.
Nancy, hi.
Oops. I meant to
I
click
better
your
get
bag,
going.
not you.
Bye.
Dagnabbit, alright. Okay, so I got the other piece of the cat. I wonder, there has to be something in here. I just feel it in my bones. There's gotta be. Oh, fine. I'll complete the kitty.
Got it. Still have to do that.
Okay.
Can't check that off yet.
Now I can.
Check. Can't check that off yet.
Okay, well, what else is there in here? I did that. Oh, hello. I guess there was still stuff. Not sure why I need a pickaxe. But, you know, never know when you need a good pickaxe and a paintbrush. Anything else? I wish I could get into this box. Gold butt plug. I'm really not sure. Can I check it off now?
That's done.
Okay, I guess I got everything. So I've checked out everything in here. I need to talk to Lily about Dylan. Oops.
Hi, Nancy.
What do you think of Jamila?
When she talks to me, I always keep checking for the hidden camera.
Huh?
No one can be that nuts. I'm still convinced we're gonna end up on a hidden camera show called Suckers Talking to Crazies.
Don't you think you're being a little harsh?
I'm nowhere near as harsh as she is crazy. You could take that to the bank. The crazy bank.
The crazy bank.
Wait a second. I didn't even... Do you actually agree with her about aliens?
No.
Good. I don't know why Abdullah doesn't just kick her out.
What do you think about Dylan?
Did we accidentally invite the whole world to this dig? With the exception of a decent work crew, that is. Although I do hate that I don't know why he is here. He is definitely easy on the eyes.
Called it love interest.
I don't think so.
Then you are wrong, girl. Your eyes must be tired from looking at hieroglyphs all day. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Can't check that off yet.
Well, who else am I supposed to talk to? Oh, I can call people. Bess Marvin, Professor Hotchkiss, and John Boyle. Let's call them.
Hi.
A tour guide just appeared out of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah, really. He showed up when we found the tomb.
You're 100 kilometers outside of Cairo. That's too far afield to have a wacky next-door neighbor.
Huh?
Sorry. I'm not used to watching this much television. It's doing strange things to my brain. Whatever he says, he didn't just drop in. He must be up to something.
Are you still losing game audio? Okay, so you didn't lose game audio at all. Okay.
Abdullah seems confused by the hieroglyphs in the tomb.
Really?
You sound surprised.
Astonished, dumbfounded, with a twist of smug thrown in to soothe my ego.
So, if he's confused...
Then it is confusing. He's one of the brightest minds in the field. If he's stumped, something unique is going on here.
Lily seemed upset about me doing any work here.
Show me a PhD student who isn't upset about something, and I'll build you your very own pyramid.
Why would she want to keep me away from your work?
I have no clue. If she wants to play at being in charge, let her. It'll save you a lot of headaches.
What do you know about Lily?
Not much. She's with Abdullah's team. It's just strange that she's out there.
Why?
I never say a critical word about a student, but the archaeology community is small. People talk. I guess all I'm going to say is it's surprising Abdullah put her on his team.
You can't just leave it at that. The curiosity center of my brain is going to go into full meltdown.
I can't, Nancy. It wouldn't be appropriate for me to talk about it.
Okay.
What do you know about Abdullah?
He's almost as brilliant as he thinks he is.
He seems a little full of himself.
A little. With that amount of swagger, you'd think he invented sand.
Do you think he's behind your attack?
I don't think so. This isn't the first time we've butted heads. I'd think that if he were to attack me, he wouldn't sneak up from behind.
How's the recovery coming?
Good. I am at the point where watching television is tedious again, so that's a good sign. TV is very frustrating for the solution-oriented personality.
I don't think I've heard that before.
It's true. I find myself yelling, "Test your hypothesis before acting on it," at all of the sitcoms. Truthfully, I'm still feeling a little woozy. As soon as I can stand without feeling dizzy, I am on my way back to the site, even if I have to sneak out of here.
He's the perp.
Are you familiar with the Anunnaki?
Oh, please, not you too.
No, Jamila. She's got a lot to say on the topic.
Good. I'm not saying there isn't alien life, but why insist that aliens built the pyramids? Humans have made a mess of so many things. Just let us keep that check mark in the victory column.
I'd better get going.
Catch you later.
Bess.
Hi, Bess.
Nancy, how goes the old mummy hunt?
Good, I think. Maybe bad.
Something happened, didn't it?
There was a sandstorm, and the professor from Kingston had to be taken to the hospital.
Nancy, be careful out there. It sounds dangerous.
I will.
George is all wrapped up in that new job of hers. But you can call
Bess
me
and
anytime
George,
you
I
need
forgot
help.
about that.
Full disclosure. While I do play an Egyptologist on television,
Roger that,
I have
Diz.
no idea what I'm talking about.
Oh, she's an actress. That's a first. I don't remember her doing that.
We found the tomb.
Way to go!
But when I opened it, 2 strangers showed up.
Really? Aren't you in the middle of nowhere?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe they were just out for a walk. In the desert. Nope. Doesn't work out. Nancy, what the craziness is happening out there?
No
Otherwise,
clue.
what the
It's
fuck
like
is
I'm the
happening?
only one here who doesn't know what's really going on. I don't like that feeling.
You get used to it.
Bess,
Well, it certainly feels that way. Maybe it's time to call this one a wrap.
I can't until John's back. I just need to keep my head on straight and try to keep the site in order.
That's exactly like this one part of Revenge of the Desert Queen. So everybody...
Is this going to be an anecdote where someone dies in a cursed tomb?
No,
Okay, continue.
I lied. It was. But I'll just keep it to myself.
I still think Jamila is hiding something.
What's the story?
She says she's here because of the Anunnaki.
I think our connection is bad because it sounds like you said Anunnaki.
I did.
I still think it might be the phone, but continue.
They're the aliens she's into, but I can't figure out why she'd be here now.
Why don't you ask her?
I would, but there are 2 questions you'll never get a straight answer to. One is, are you lying?
And the other is, are you crazy?
I say that a lot, don't I?
You do, but to be fair, you do exceed the average person's daily allowance of interaction with crazy and or dishonest people.
True. She is a detective.
Jamila seems to be convinced that aliens built the pyramids.
Cool.
She thinks that this site has some sort of significance to aliens, and they'll be returning soon.
What for?
Who knows? The whole idea makes no sense to me.
I know it's unlikely, but I think if aliens ever came to Earth, I think they'd like me.
What? Why?
Dogs love me, kids love me. I just think we'd be pretty simpatico is all.
I can't tell if Jamila's being sincere or not.
Just brush past my theory, that's fine.
I'm sure they love you.
That's all I wanted
love
to hear.
Bess.
Go with your instinct, Nancy. You're so good at noticing what people really mean when they speak. Maybe she's saying a little more than she intends to.
I don't know what to make of this tour guide who appeared out of nowhere.
Is he cute?
Define cute.
Why is this never any fun with you? I have no girly friends.
Fine, yes.
She's
he's
not kidding.
moderately
George
cute,
is the ultimate
and
tomboy.
he has an accent.
Now we're talking. Anyway, you've decided that this cute tour guide with an accent is a problem for some reason?
His story isn't adding up. If he's a tour guide, why would he show up at a site that might take years to open up to the public?
Maybe he's some sort of avant-garde tour guide. You know, way ahead of his time, like that jazz musician you made us see who only
True.
played awful notes.
I'm still sorry about that. In my defense, it was for a case.
And in his defense, there's nothing. Long-distance burn, jazz guy.
Lily seems very uptight.
Do you think she's hiding something?
No doubt about it. I just don't know if it's relevant.
Strange behavior is rarely irrelevant, especially in a group that isolated.
Good point. I'd better get going.
See ya!
Alright, there's only one more person to call, and that's Professor Hotchkiss. After that, we'll call it quits for the night.
Hotchkiss here?
It's Nancy Drew.
I've been having the most
Francine?
infuriating problem with my internet.
This is Nancy. Drew.
Oh, you young people are so refreshing, always in search of new identities.
Oh no.
The problem is that I downloaded this program called
She's old.
Weather Monkey. At my age, it's important that I keep abreast of all meteorological developments. But now I'm starting a new book, and I can't focus
That's
on
not
my
what I.
work
This is
because
not
the
what I
Weather
signed
Monkey
on
keeps
for.
yelling the weather at me.
Maybe you should uninstall it?
I will do no such thing. That would be tantamount to murder.
Maybe turn it down?
Brilliant and fantastic. Oh, yes, Samantha. You
Francine,
are a
now
ticket.
Samantha.
I would love to help you, but how do I know you again?
Nancy, Drew. We've met a few times.
Aha, now I remember you. If life were a good book, you'd be my favorite reoccurring character.
I'm in Egypt, and I need your help.
Egypt? Well, why didn't you say that instead of chattering away about my internet problems?
I don't know how to respond to that. I read your book, and I thought maybe you could help.
You found my book while you were in Egypt. The serendipity is as delectable as Chateaubriand smothered in lavender lemon juice. I am at your disposal.
I didn't exactly find it. You sent it to me. You even signed it.
Oh dear, I sign and send lots of things.
Oof.
Have you heard of an expedition that went off in search of Nefertari years ago?
Oh yes, the team in which everyone died, is that the one?
Yes. Do you think that story is true?
Oh heavens, yes. It's deadly out there in the desert. Think about it. You're going out there in search of dead bodies. There must be a reason they're in favor of the area.
But this expedition wasn't searching for QV66, right?
Indeed not. That had already been discovered. They were searching for Nefertari's mummy.
What do you think happened to them?
Oh, it's best to not concern yourself about that now, given your current location.
Have you heard of Abdullah?
Yes, I have. He is December on my Men of Archaeology calendar.
You're kidding me. Does that exist?
It existed the second I made it. Is he there with you?
Yes. He seems full of himself.
He is. Oh, I am not an advocate of pulpy romance novels, but if I were, I'd call that an archable trait. In Chapter 1, he'd swagger into the excavation site, the picture of a rascal with his dusty leather jacket and decidedly European haircut. His cocky ne'er-do-well smirk displaying his perfectly white teeth, but by the end he'd be sweetly holding flowers and saying, "Professor Hotchkiss, I'm dying to discuss your latest publication." A colleague of mine has guilted me into editing her latest romance novel, and I must confess I cannot wait until the project is completed. Reading page after page is absolutely wreaking havoc on my metaphors. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I no longer know.
Abdullah, that's what. He's a cold-blooded hotshot with only one setting. Success. Oh, sorry. I've also been helping my nephew break into the movie trailer business. Oh, Hotchkiss, why must you always burn the candle at both ends? He's a good archaeologist who knows Egypt inside and out. He could teach you a thing or two, just don't pick up the attitude.
I need your help. The hieroglyphs here don't make sense.
Then you are in for a treat. I like my puzzles as tempting as the gooseberry pie from San Rios in Little Brazil, and as complex as the ginger lime sauce they lovingly smother it in. You should focus
I love this
on
lady,
what
but I also
doesn't
hate her.
make sense. Look for a part of the pattern that has no earthly business being there.
Okay.
What do you know about Nefertari?
Ah, a love story. Oh, break out the tissue papyrus, because when I'm done, there won't be a dry Horus in the house.
What?
Look it up, dear. Ramses II and Nefertari shared a love so vast, the world could scarcely contain it. I'm talking about the kind of love you spell capital L, capital O, heart instead of a V, capital E. They stood side by side and ruled the world, but as they saw the years stretch out before them, they were keenly aware that a handful of decades would never cut it. They needed to be together always.
That's sweet.
And relevant. The ancient Egyptians believed that life was little more than a dress rehearsal for eternity. I've found records that they concocted a plan to be together forever, side by side.
Why not be buried side by side?
They foresaw a volatile future for their kingdom, and they were correct. They knew they would have to enact safeguards. That's why in 1904, when QV-66, the so-called Tomb of Nefertari, was found, her body was not there.
What are the chances we found Nefertari's tomb?
If I were a gambling Hotchkiss, I'd say 60-40.
60-40, okay.
I still don't get all this business with QV-66. Why build a fake tomb?
For the same reason I never carry my passport in my purse when I travel. Some things are too valuable to leave in a tempting place.
You mentioned an expedition that found QV-66, Nefertari's tomb.
It was one of the most significant finds in archaeology. They call it the Sistine Chapel of Egypt. It's where my fascination
Have good
with the
dinner,
royalty of
Tiz.
Egypt was born. The color alone took my breath away. We think of ancient Egypt as being a subdued sand color, but it was a riotous display with all the visual delights of a midsummer gelato shop cooler case.
And you don't think Nefertari was entombed there?
They only found kneecaps, which supposedly means that her tomb was robbed.
You disagree?
I do. What good is the mummy without the context? It's the placement in the tomb that makes the mummy valuable.
Why is Nefertari so important?
There are two queens I find most fascinating in ancient Egypt, and for exactly the same reason. They were hidden. Hatshepsut is the first.
I think I've heard of her. She was the pharaoh that was almost removed from the historical record, right?
Exactly. 20-some years of peace and stability, and after she dies, Thutmose III's ancient cronies try to erase her from the record.
Why?
Jealousy, revenge, fear that his reign would never equal hers. You name it, but you can't keep a good woman down. Despite the efforts of Thutmose III's supporters, her legacy endured.
And Nefertari?
In my opinion, she's the opposite. She was obsessively preserved in the historical record, but it was her tomb that was hidden.
How sure are you that Nefertari's tomb was hidden?
There was something strange about QV-66. I think that might be why it is off limits to this day.
It is?
To you and me, at the very least. There is a rumor that the tomb has a clue to the true location of Nefertari's mummy.
Really?
Who knows? I'll tell you this. I didn't have time to read all of the hieroglyphs, but I noticed that the syntax was a little, shall we say, wonky?
I don't know how hieroglyph syntax could be non-wonky.
True, but it was almost as if Nefertari and Ramses II had their own language.
Lily seems to be taking this curse business very seriously.
I thought you were, Lily.
The other Lily?
Hotchkiss prank! Oh, you're such a good sport, Nadine. That's a little silly of her, don't you think? Curses may only be a figment of our overactive imaginations.
That's what I think.
There are more pressing things to worry about. Most Egyptologists die because the desert is inhospitable and positively crawling with diseases. Horrid molds and bacteria that have been breeding for thousands of years unchecked. And let's not forget the lack of structural integrity of most of the tombs.
That's less than reassuring.
Oh dear, everybody dies, but life isn't worth living if you don't take a few risks. Although I guess I should stress that everyone dies much faster in the desert. Much, much faster.
Have you heard of the theory that aliens built the pyramids?
Oh, that old gem. Yes, who cares?
Who cares?
Well, unless they're sending us a bill, does it matter?
With all of your work, I assume you'd at least care.
Oh, no, dear. You mustn't let those things bother you. Some of us have keen observational skills and a rigid adherence to the scientific method. And some of us have thought processes that best resemble a piñata explosion at a sugar-fueled child's birthday extravaganza. Either way, if it encourages people to witness the marvels of ancient Egypt in person, it's good work, in my opinion.
Do you believe the Anunnaki exist?
You may as well be asking me if I believe Brian Abernathy Fultonbright exists. I don't know, and further, I could only guess.
Is that a name you just made up?
Yes. Now, given the fact that there are 7+ billion people on Earth, it stands to reason that he may be a real person. And if we apply the Drake equation, we will find the astronomical, no wordplay intended, dear, number of habitable planets in the universe. It is possible that the Anunnaki may exist. But since the evidence is shaky at best, I am much more interested in the here and now.
Same here. You said the evidence of the Anunnaki is shaky. What evidence is there?
Some say if you look at the hieroglyphs, you'll see some of the figures holding flashlights.
Okay, that's strange.
Well, not exactly. It's easy to see what you want to see. Seeing the tombs always made me feel quite simply famished. As the long days would pass, the murals would become quite simply delicious. Osiris would be holding the most wonderful caramel flans. Reeds would be chicken wings, and Cypher for twisted flax would transmogrify into warm, straight out of the oven, garlic knots right before my eyes.
Lady, you're making me hungry.
That you can see what you want to see. And what I want to see is that takeout menu for the Spicetown Speakeasy. I may have to put you on hold, dear. Just a moment.
I'm still on.
Hotchkiss here. I'd like baguette stuffed with mushroom and sautéed asparagus, and a beef jerky salad with caramel vinaigrette.
Ew.
That can't be a real food item.
Is that still you, Norma?
Nancy?
Is this your first day at Spicetown? I'm Hotchkiss. We'll be talking to each other quite often. Would you kindly summarize your personality for me, for efficiency's sake?
No, it's Nancy Drew. Still on the line, still in Egypt.
Oh, drat and drat. Well, perhaps I'll just be dull and prepare myself a curried waffle sandwich.
I'll let you go.
Hotchkiss out.
She's fun.
Still have to do that. Can't check. Still haven't done that.
Okay, I don't know who else I need to talk to about Dylan. I thought I talked to everyone. I talked to Bess, Professor, and John. I talked to Lily. I talked to... Did I not talk to the... Anyways. I think that's a good place to save. Just double check. Okay, yeah. And that'll be it for the night. Gonna get us transferred on over. So what'd you think? Quite the stuff. Hey Lolo, you still there? Yeah, quite the fun stuff. I think that I think I'll play this again on Thursday. Why not? I'm really hooked by it. So, I think the way I'm going to do the demo month is if I like the game that I play on Tuesday, I'll continue it on Thursday. But, yeah. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did. And we'll pick this up on Thursday. That Hotchkiss, she was funny. I really liked her. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do to get Lily away from her bed. Anyways, I need dinner, so I'm gonna go get dinner. Thanks for joining me on this adventure, and I hope you have a wonderful night.